must be expecting the run. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the D looking like they may blitz. Prescott on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Hanna, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
It's caught. Jones. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now Ryan on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the Falcons in possession. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun. Ryan out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Second down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Julio Jones is off to a monster 1st half, but still, Can he reach what he did against the Panthers in 2016? Didn't he go for a cool 300 in that game?
On the dot in Week 4, 300 yards. Oh, Matt Ryan had a pretty good game, too. Threw for over 500. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott trying to lay one up deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will...
Yeah, 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 yeah.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Smith's Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. 50. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 29 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
There's so many things that can ruin a game for an offensive lineman, but defensive tackles at the line of scrimmage, at the point of attack, who can make you miss and get upfield and make plays like we just saw there for big loss of yardage, those are the guys that ruin games for you because they're not just lining up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return will stop right around the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. What a start for an NFL career for Kareem Hunt. NFL Offensive Rookie of the Month that he already has. AFC Player of the Month under his belt. Might not be the only hardware if he keeps playing the way he is.
And he's such an all-purpose guy because you can run it with him or throw it. He had 116 yards from scrimmage. And, man, just a second player with over 100 yards from scrimmage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's Smith now on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Third and 2, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick six. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 55 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Freeman again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now it's Ryan. A shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Andre Roberts in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons get a bit closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. First down, it's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Rameek Wilson. Defensive strategy on that particular play just came from the outside. Gabriel. He's got a man. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense.
Up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. Room here to run. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is Hunt. Always got some breathing room. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Defense showing blitz. They'll run again with Hunt. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward. as he'll be marked down at the 12-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here. 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. Oh, twisting away. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll toss it to Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Smith turns and gives to West. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First and 10, it's Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down but a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run it with West. And some room to work. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, it's West. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Back to throw, Smith. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
Defensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my